Okay, parents, I'm going to link a video in the description. Now, there's a certain individual who was in office whose initials are BO. Okay, Barry. He started this stupid shit about having whoever in the restroom and any gender in there. He started that stupid ass shit. And that was all part of the psychological mind bend. You supposedly, at the time, was a leader of the country and you worried about who the fuck's in the bathroom? That was just the start of the psychological manipulation. And then we had the abuse, messing with your head, coercion, trying to get deep in your head. If you're, prone to depression or prone to anxiety, you're going to bite the bait. Trying to make you change who you were born as and all this other stupid shit. Parents, warning. When you go into a public restroom, you need to watch who's in there. Don't let your kid go in there by themselves. There's two videos that I'm going to see if I could show you both, or you only really need to see one to know what's happening, really. I don't know. I'm tired in my brain. Been a long day. You only need to see one video in order to get the gist of it. So, dude let his daughter go in the restroom, and he said, I guess a gut level, something said, hold it. Let me check the restroom, make sure nobody's in there. How about a man came out? And he's up here drying his hands. His hands were dry because he didn't wash his hands. He's pretending he was using the bathroom. First of all, bitch, what are you doing in the freaking women's restroom? And he came out of the restroom, seen the dad and the little girl, and had a smirk on his face when he left the bathroom. And a couple people in the comments were like, he better be glad that wasn't me because I'd be going to jail. He'd get his face rearranged. Okay? I've heard of another incident where a guy was wearing a skirt because that's what Barry was teaching people to do. You need to change who the fuck you are. You need to dress in the opposite way of how you normally dress, which is not your responsibility as a so-called leader of a country. But he was a cult leader is what he was. And so many people bit the bait. So many people. They're willing to go under the knife and everything else. His husband never went under the knife. His husband, Michael, never went under the knife. Because I seen him on the Ellen DeGeneres show dancing in white pants, and you can see something pop against the front of the material. The camera zooms in on it. People know what's up. They seen the evidence, okay? I'm not going to have my husband chop off his weenie, but you need to chop off yours. Because don't you feel like a woman? You've been a guy your whole life. Maybe you should change that. And people were like, yeah, I should. Lord, help me. I'm so glad I'm not one of them that somebody tells me what to do. And I'm like, that's a good idea. Anyway, make sure you go in the restroom with your children. Even if it's your guy going in the women's restroom, you going in there and make sure that no guy's lurking in there. Or even if you're going in the men's room, you don't want a man lurking in there trying to attack your son, because that happens too. There's pedophiles all up and down, okay? So I'm going to show you this video. I'm going to link it in the description, and I want y'all to be aware of what's going on. I don't want you to not know and think that we're in the world we used to be in, because like I keep telling y'all, the world we used to be in, that world is been gone. Been gone. You got to take extra precautions. Okay? I love you guys. Be safe.